Demons are real, and they have a plan for your life. It is not a good one. If they could, they would take away everything that is valuable to you. They have limited power, but they do have influence, and they will find a way to strike you where it hurts the most. We were made to love and to feel love, but demons will throw everything at you to keep you from fulfilling what you were meant to do. Their biggest tool is people. All of us, even you. If they can influence your thoughts and emotions, or anyone close to you, then they have already gained a foothold in your life. They will find a way to get you to the end of your rope and to take other people there with you. We are not defenseless, however. Our biggest defense is the truth. The more truth we have in our life, the less sway the darkness has over our sanity. There are also ways to go on the offensive, which will be revealed in later videos. For now, we have to know what we are up against. Knowledge is power, and by knowing how evil spirits influence us, we can be more prepared for when we detect the presence of a demon. Demons are sneaky, they are crafty, they hide in the shadows and wait for the perfect time to strike. They are opportunists. They seek to infiltrate our life and heart by any means necessary, then slide right into our life to cause chaos. Demons silently observe us, to watch for our weak points. As was mentioned earlier, they will use people to get to you, and they will use people to get you to a place where you doubt if there's any good or purpose in life. They will use you too, when you least expect it. Demons are the source of pain, and they will cause you to feel pain and to inflict it if possible. Unfortunately, we all fall to dark ways at some points in our life. You can find relief in knowing that when you really mess up, that what you did or what you said wasn't completely you. It was your choice, and you did fall to the desire of the demonic, but it is not who you are. The same goes for other people. You may have trouble letting go. Don't worry though, we will get you there. Demons want you to focus on any shame that we may experience and any regret that we may feel. They want you to define who you are and to define others by mistakes or poor choices that they influenced. The shame that has come against our heart and even mind, and even the regret that we may live with currently, will be addressed on the 7th video of this series, and you'll get to see how a specific spirit of shame, just one spirit, can really mess with your mind and your life. For now, we're peering into the surface, the spiritual realm, to see, in general, how demons operate against us, and how to recognize a demon by some telltale signs. Have you had a moment in life where you were emotionally out of control and you did things you would never normally do? It was out of character because an evil spirit was the one whispering the suggestions, pounding on your heart to give it the voice that it wants. And if it was up to the demon, it would have you repeating the same mistakes for the rest of your life. We are putting an end to the schemes of evil. It is an enemy of our soul and an adversary to our happiness. It's time for what was in the dark to be brought to the light. Evil is being exposed here and now. It's time to really know and understand our enemy. This is war, a spiritual war, and we're about to see the enemy for exactly what it is. Let's start with a simple example. You know that guy or lady who never makes sense, always having a crisis and always pointing out the problems in others when he or she has the same issues? This person also justifies all of their actions, as if it is perfectly normal to act the way they do, and they don't take responsibility for their words or actions. Sure, it could be dismissed as ignorance or hypocrisy, and it is. Yet, take it easy on them. They really do not know what they are doing. They are likely under the influence of a spirit. This person's actions are not even who they are. See, spirits have a way of influencing us to project the feelings that they are inflicting on us to another person. Yes, there is something to blame, but it is not the person that the finger is being pointed at. Pointing fingers, blaming, or focusing on how another person needs to change are powerless tactics that will leave you unchanged and still vulnerable to similar influences in the future. It will also maintain and sustain the demonic strongholds within us. A powerful way to deal with hypocrisy or selfish people is knowing the real enemy and acknowledging and fortifying your weak points so that they can't get through to you next time. Don't seek how another person can change. Look to see how you can adapt to a point where it does not affect you when faced with future similar events that are acts against you. This is how we render the enemy powerless. We can't guarantee helping another to change, but we can change ourselves to be more able to deal with demons in a way that shows kindness, compassion, or even unbudging truth to the person who is being influenced. The source of unfairness and selfishness that we experience from others goes well beyond many people's perception. It is the demonic realm. More specific detail will be included in future videos, but for now, here is a general breakdown of how demons operate. Every spirit has a very dark and specific purpose. Spirits seek to wreak havoc on your mental, emotional, spiritual, and even physical state. Spirits will discover your weak points and expose them. Spirits will use anyone that they can who has a weak spot in their belief system to assault your weak points. Spirits will bring out the worst in people and bring out the worst in you. Spirits will disguise themselves with justified behaviors or emotions. Spirits will use your emotions to fulfill their evil intent. Spirits will use any thought or emotion to keep you distracted from living life with purpose and throw other people off course in the process. Spirits will get to you and to people around you through dropping thoughts that lead to discord and pulling on heartstrings that lead to unease or even chaos. Spirits will take you to the brink of insanity if they have their will. Spirits will influence you to focus on lack, unforgiveness, anger, hatred, or any thought or feeling that takes you away from being able to love and to feel love. Spirits draw and pull their purpose to the person that they are inflicting, internally and externally, and they will bring in more people to your life who suffer from the influence of similar spirits. Spirits will influence people to justify immoral behavior, ignorant choices, or selfish actions. Spirits will project fault and assign blame according to their purpose to people who may or may not be innocent of what they are being accused of. An iniquity spirit will point out how others are being unfair. A blaming spirit will influence a person to blame others. Spirits interfere with your ability to perceive correctly. They will distort your perception. Spirits will hinder your ability to love by distracting you with anything that will work to keep you from loving or feeling love. Spirits have a blinding and deafening effect, where what you know is truth goes out the window as you believe what they are whispering. Their effect can be so intense that you temporarily forget much of what you believe as you hear and echo the taunting thoughts that they are whispering. Spirits will make you feel worthless if you are to fall to their purpose. If we accept this feeling of worthlessness, we will draw more spirits to us. Drawing more spirits to us will deepen any dark hole that we are in. Demons intend to surround us with so much darkness that we lose reason to live. If a demon can't get us to kill ourselves, it will try to influence us to bring death or darkness to another, whether it be a slow decay or murder. Spirits will embed themselves into our lives by our acceptance of faulty beliefs. Upon accepting faulty beliefs and receiving the spirits that come with those beliefs, spirits will draw more of their kind to you and work on further distorting any of our beliefs that are founded on truth. Demons will try to get us to rewrite our identity in line with their purpose so that we no longer know who we are. They want us to be unable to see any good in ourselves. Demons come in one at a time by us intentionally or unintentionally accepting beliefs that are not based on truth into our belief system. Every lie that has found its way into our belief system becomes a route that spirits will use to bring you to your knees. This is also referred to as open doors or strongholds. Demons will steal whatever you've given them the authority to take. This theft can be external, but the greatest theft occurs on the inside of us, stealing our happiness, our peace. And over the long term, they seek to steal our life or our destiny. Believing that we are not able to have a demon or demonic activity in our life will not keep demons out. Only areas that are solid in the truth, with love, can be free from demonic activity. Demonic assaults will happen. It is our choice if we fall to those attacks or if we fend them off. Fortunately, there are very effective ways to dealing with demons for those who are aware of their influence. In time, with determination, and with the right guidance, you'll be able to find the fortification and knowledge necessary to defend against demonic attacks and to help other people to find freedom from the oppression that the demonic inflicts upon their lives. So the bottom line, the end goal of the demonic is to get you to live your own personal version of hell. You've seen people with spirits. Some of those people are miserable. some of those people are just horrible, selfish people. And some of those people are the exact kind of people that you see in horror movies. And there are even some that seem happy on the outside because of a worldly focus or because of a concealing spirit that keeps their heart and truth hidden. The long-term effects of spirits are more than just a bad day though, and as a person falls farther from the truth, spirits will gain more and more control of a person's behavior and direction in life. Spirits weigh on a person in 3 levels depending on how deep of a hold that they have gotten. A common purpose for every demon is to bring a person into deeper and deeper levels of darkness, building a dark fortress one lie at a time, built brick by the introduction of another dark spirit. They begin with affliction or oppression. They will attack you directly in your thoughts or feelings or through another person. Once they have gotten through, by way of you accepting the perspective that they are pushing, they will start to take residence and will attempt to invite more and more dark spirits into your heart. The next level of demonic activity is infected. At the infected level, people have accepted the misbeliefs that the demonic has whispered. They have harbored some dark spirits, some pains, and some addictions. These people have moments of complete instability, displaying traits of bipolar disorder, having emotions that are a complete roller coaster under specific circumstances. Their instability is not an occasional occurrence. It is a very frequent occurrence, daily, sometimes many times throughout the day. People who are infected are easily pushed over the edge and almost seem like they want to be upset. The last level of demonic activity is infested. At the infested level, there is only a small fragment of the person left, and there is little good available through this person. At the infested level, a person has come into complete agreement with the demonic influences that they are under. This person will live life so selfishly that other people do not exist to them, and are only there to benefit their own personal plans. Plans which are in line with the plans that the demonic has for this person. An infested person can only bring hell into your life, and the good that is shown is only a show to require something later. An infested person is a puppet of evil's will. The infested will manipulate, lie, steal, and even kill to acquire what they think they are entitled to. The infested level is a level where we may think we know someone who fits this mold, but it is fortunately a rare occurrence. In most cases, we are dealing with a lesser version of how bad it can get with the demonic. However, that will not take away from how intense and extreme someone who acts from the wrong spirit can be. And it also does not take away from the fact that the demonic has and can use all of us in one way or another in areas where we were or are not in complete alignment with the truth. We're getting there though, one step at a time, one immovable truth at a time. We have begun a process of uprooting the hold that the demonic has had on our life and on the life of those who are close to us. Our sight is limited, and because we don't really know the spiritual realm, we don't know really what spirits that we or another person may harbor or let in. Though there are clues that can indicate a spirit is behind the scenes pulling the strings, there are telltale signs and certain evidence that spirits cannot conceal. The demonic will expose themselves, eventually, and if you have truth as a weapon, you can use it as a sword to pierce the darkness and bring what was once hidden into the light. Exposed by the light, shadows can no longer stay. The truth that is required to face, assault, and defeat the enemy of our soul will be explained in greater depths in the following videos. And what has been a cause of your defeat and unhappiness in your life can be uprooted once and for all. Ground has been covered today, and progress has been made because the nature of our enemy has been exposed. This is spiritual warfare.